So it looks like our prayers have finally been answered. CG has taken to the forum and has officially announced the next Lightspeed bundle that we are getting in the game, and it's probably not what everybody was expecting, but it is still pretty good value. Let's talk about this one. So this post from Tuscan Meathead last night officially confirms the next Lightspeed bundle. There have been many that have been data mined, but we haven't seen any since we had the Ray, the BB-8 ones, the, the Radus pack, the Star Killer pack. Since those have been in, we haven't actually seen one come to the game yet, and those were incredibly good value. Now these ones will help you unlock Beskar Armor Mandalorian, which is perfectly fine. He is actually a really easy legendary to unlock as far as gear requirements are concerned. You can literally do it with like gear 8, gear 9 characters. But the fact that these give you all of the characters that are required at Relic 5 with ability level 7 is actually pretty good. Now, who this is actually valuable for is entirely subjective, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you do have to pay $19.99 for the pleasure of actually unlocking this pack. For me personally, I have all of these characters already at least at Relic 5, except for Cara Dune, and whilst I can see there is value in $20 for a Relic 5 character, because mine is gear 9, I want to say. So even for the Relic materials that you save, I do feel like it is still good value. I just can't justify the expense. Now, if this was $9.99, or even if it was potentially $14.99, then maybe I would consider it. However, I think if you do not have these characters, it is an absolute steal. OG Mandalorian is a fantastic bounty hunter. Grief Karga is another fantastic bounty hunter, and they pay very, very well. You can get contract very quickly. Grief also works very well in a Fennec counter against Lord Vader and GAC. Absolutely phenomenal characters. Queel and IG-11 are another pair that are very, very useful. I wouldn't call them top tier, but they are still highly valuable. They work well together. They work well with Beskar Armor Mandalorian or other scoundrel teams such as like a Dash, Vandal, Chewie, L3 sort of setup. They all pair very well together. Cara Dune, she's the only one that I haven't geared. She is a pretty good rebel fighter. I hear she works well under the likes of Saw and Sana as well, but I haven't really tested it. To me, it's just not a character that had a high value for me to invest straight away, but I do acknowledge that she is actually a good character. Now, it is a little bit disappointing that they don't give you any Razor Crest shards, but it's not too surprising, I guess, because the Razor Crest is a Proving Grounds character, and they want people refreshing the Proving Grounds event or spending their fleet currency or all of that business to try and unlock it. So that is the other side, ladies and gentlemen. If you are going for the Executor and you haven't yet unlocked Beskar Armor Mando, this is still super, super valuable. The last thing that we can see here is, of course, Beskar Armor Mandalorian is required for the new Bo-Katan, so if you haven't got him already, you're going to have to want to get him up to Relic 7 pretty sharpish if you are getting Bo-Katan Mandalore. The only difference is, or the only caveat I would put on that is, we're expecting to have Bo-Katan Mandalore come to the game sometime around mid-January to early February. I know a lot of people will disagree with me and say, no, clearly not, she's not coming this month. She's not coming this month. Alright, CG don't have the time. Let me explain. Okay, so we've only got 2 weeks in December, essentially, where CG can release any more kits, and currently we don't even have Keller and Beck. I'm expecting the announcement for Keller and Beck's kit to come out later on today, and for him to be his marquee event to arrive this week on Thursday, but if it doesn't, that means it's another week. CG go on holiday, and they go on their vacations away for the Christmas period for the last 2 months of December. They are not going to release a legendary Mandalorian kit for Bo-Katan and then leave the offices. What if there are bugs in the event where you can't actually finish it? What if there are issues with Bo-Katan's kit that can't be rectified whilst they're away on their vacations, which they're completely entitled to? It makes no sense from an organizational perspective for them to push it out and then hope for the best that things work, because everybody remembers the Galactic Legend Leia event which dropped, and tiers 4 and 2 were pretty bugged. Fixed now, of course, but it did take them a week. So I can't see it happening. And the other final thing that I would say is I would expect Bo-Katan Mandalore to be dropping with a Datacron set that has her Datacron, that benefits her, right? They said she's going to be beating GLs, particularly when it comes to her Datacron set. We've just got a new set of Datacrons. We're not going to have another set of Datacrons until February time, which will have the Bo-Katan Mandalore one and most likely a Moff Gideon one. Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, I mean. So we'll have sort of light side, dark side Mandalorian Datacron come towards then, when people are unlocking Beskar Armor Gideon and Bo-Katan. See, it makes sense. She's not coming this month. But it did lead me to think, guys, what else could we potentially be getting as far as Lightspeed bundles are concerned? Yes, I'm aware that this one's only $19.99, not offering us the same sort of value that we were getting from the JTR bundle and the BB-8 bundle and the Radis bundle, and potentially even the Starkiller bundle. That one, I believe, was $50, but still incredibly good characters. So it points to me, or at least it's inclining to me, that we're not just going to be getting stuff that's good for Galactic Legends. We're probably going to be getting stuff that is highly valuable for general legendary events or even other types of events. And that's where I think we're going to be headed. So we have to think about where CG can find a lot of enticement for the player base. The Beskar Armor Mandalorian one makes complete sense. It's not massively invested characters across the board. It is used for a legendary event, obviously, and that legendary character not only gets to go in with the Razor Crest for the Executor fleet, but also peers into the brand new legendary event Bo-Katan Mandalore. So we have to sort of orientate our minds into that sort of perspective. We're going to see other journey event guides or journey event characters, I believe, for our future Lightspeed bundles. The one that I think is probably the most likely is going to be this. And let me know in the comment section down below, actually, which journey event guide you think I'm going to say. Which one? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll see if you're right. I bet people cheat on this. I bet you stop cheating. Don't come back and then rewind and say, "Hey, scribe, I nailed it." Shut up, guys. Just play the game, all right? Absolutely. 100%. I guarantee you that C-3PO is going to be one of the Lightspeed bundles that we get. Obviously, it won't include C-3PO, but I would be very surprised if they did not include all of the Ewoks at Relic 5, apart from maybe Nisa, because she is very new, or maybe they'll throw in Nisa as a reasoning for upping the value. So instead of $9.99 or $19.99, maybe this is now a $29.99, $39.99, $49, I don't know. Maybe if they drop Nisa out, we get something with a little bit more value. But hear me out here. Getting all of the Ewoks, potentially not Nisa, at Relic 5 is going to be a huge buy-in from the player base. They're used in the recent Endor raid, and C-3PO is also used in the recent Endor raid and has massive value. These Ewoks also, 3 of them, get used as requirements for Galactic Legend Leia Organa, so there is even more buy-in from the community. Giving a pack like the Ewoks to the player base as a Lightspeed bundle, I think, is an absolute no-brainer. There's so many players across the player base that just will not invest in Ewoks, particularly characters like Teebo and Scout. Elder, sure, you can understand. Paplu, Logray, Chirpa, Wicket. These guys I can see people investing in, not massively though, not to relics. They might get them to gear 11 or gear 12 to try and unlock C-3PO. They might take certain of them to relic levels in order to unlock Galactic Legend Leia, but it means they're going to have half a team. So if CG can then sell us a pack, a Lightspeed pack that helps us bunch up or increase the power of our Ewoks up to Relic 5, and they can make a little bit of cheddar cheese on the side, I guarantee you they're going to do it. What do you think is going to come to the game though, guys? Do you think we're getting more legendary packs? Do you think that price is going to slowly creep up? The last thing that I want to say, and I think this one's really important, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you are holding off on investing in characters because of the potential advent of Lightspeed bundles that can make your farms easier and cheaper and faster, don't. Don't try and play this game based on stuff that you don't know is going to happen. Alright, we've had Lightspeed bundles data mined in the game for years. They've just never appeared. Don't waste months of your time thinking, oh, CG might release a Lightspeed bundle and I can unlock C for like $9.99. There's no guarantee that the price is $9.99. There's no guarantee that they ever release a pack for it. Farm your characters. If you're investing in new stuff, it's highly unlikely that a Lightspeed bundle with super high value is going to release. Just gear your stuff, invest in it, and if you happen to get lucky with a good Lightspeed bundle, then invest your money if you think it's worthwhile. That would be my 2 cents. But let me know in the comment section down below how you're all doing today. Are you excited about the new band pack? Are you going to buy it? I can't justify it, guys. Like one character for $19.99. Maybe it was cheaper. Anyway, guys, peace out, and may the Force be with you.